Fans waited a long time for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, as the first two games were legendary in the superhero genre. This game does exactly what many players want from a game with these characters, and allows you to play as any number of heroes in an amazing top-down combat experience. This game is a must-have game for Marvel fans from both current movies and classic comics. It's not the only game on this list that gives you a huge toy box to play with, but few have a finish as smooth as this highly anticipated experience. On the independent side of things, there are many games that use their own characters on Nintendo Switch, using the superhero spotlight to give a strong theme to their world. This applies to the pixel-style Superhero Fight Club Reloaded, a multiplayer action game about heroes fighting each other in full air. This game is quite similar to many casual competitive brawlers like Duck Game and Towerfall, but the constant flight feels uniquely dynamic and fulfills the superhero's dream of blasting through expansive environments. If you want something small and simple to fight your super fan friends, this one is definitely for you. Another indie experience worth mentioning is 88 Heroes, a platform game with original superhero characters with all kinds of cheats. This game mostly lies on the stupid side of things, with each character being some kind of pun or parody, with a force that helps them swing comically through the level. This doesn't mean it's childish, as it's a pretty challenging experience with tons of variety for any gamer. An underestimated gem that will constantly surprise you as you get caught up in new characters with their own moves, strengths and styles. Superhero fans who enjoy anime will be quite familiar with My Hero Academia, but if you haven't been in this series, you're definitely missing out on a unique superhero experience. Fortunately, the new My Hero One's Justice game can offer a similarly unique experience, a 3D fighting game with characters from all over the series. This game plays like a Dragon Ball fighting game, complete with expansive environments and spectacular moves as it explodes on the battlefield. It's great to try as a fan of the series, but if you haven't tried it before, it could be an easy bridge to it. There are a few games you might not think of about superhero games, but it's hard not to recommend them because of how easy it is to feel like a hero playing them. Hades is perhaps the greatest example that puts you in a Greek legend of Zagreus who escaped from the underworld. This game has a wide variety of weapons and basic gifts from the gods, making you feel stronger as you progress through the game's roguelike challenge. The more you play, the more variety you'll experience, and at the end of a workout, you'll have enough power to match just about any superhero with both power and speed in your upgrades. It also stands out 180 degrees from Supergiant's previous solo actors title. The other undoubted superhero game we're talking about is Fortnite, which has rapidly evolved from a battle royale to a weird social setting, with characters from movies, television, and games. This includes numerous Marvel and DC characters, each coming with their own unique skins, items, and special game modes. Recently, the game had a massive climax with characters teaming up with heroes to defend the world against Marvel's Galactus, in a totally unique way from the usual Fortnite game. It's a weird experience and an experience that only gets more interesting for superhero fans as it gets older. LEGO games were great for any fan of the classic toy, but the LEGO Superheroes series has been a particularly strong candidate for anyone who enjoys Marvel superheroes of all genres. This game is absolutely silly and funny, but the consistent level style fits very well with the various characters you collect throughout the campaign. These games are also a major challenge for supplements, who have one of the largest rosters in collectibles, compared to almost any game in existence. If you choose one of these games, you will definitely have something to explore and search for in the coming months. While not too different from the previously mentioned LEGO Marvel Superheroes series, there is something particularly noteworthy for the style and characters of LEGO DC supervillains as well. This alternative approach puts the bad guys first, with characters like Lex Luthor and Deathstroke rarely playable in many games before. Few games put you in the shoes of an enemy, and this game offers each one a far different experience than any previous superhero or LEGO game. If you're not that partial to the Marvel brand, this is definitely one of the highest recommendations for your superhero needs in LEGO form. Telltale Games has been releasing all kinds of games related to the popular franchises for a while, and many may have missed out on Batman games during this fuss. It is also a great example of a Batman game with a different level from the action-based fighting and action games of the past series. This is also one of the few games that really makes Batman's detective nature true, and it's the human element often shrouded in exciting fights and stories from the past. You have quite a bit of time as Batman, but you really become the man behind the mask while making his decisions throughout the story. The last and perhaps most important superhero game worth mentioning, The Wonderful 101, is an absolute gem that few enjoy, due to the lack of interest in the console the Wii U came from. This remastered version brings everything back to the original, with sharper visuals and less noticeable controller mechanics. This game is a great action game that plays like an action-oriented version of Pikmin, as you control tons of heroes with different powers from the top. It's a great addition for any Switch lovers library, but fans of the superhero genre and other media genres will definitely enjoy this camp-filled and exciting adventure. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the page.